That's absolutely right, because this is using AI to potentially have unmanned military drones. What you're going to see in Mark's incredible piece is
If there's one thing the US is known for, it's its incredible armory of weapons. Despite the tons of weapons in its possession, it looks like the US is about to take things to the next level. It turns out that the US will soon launch its most advanced weapon yet, a fully robotic army. In this video, we'll be discussing this robotic army alongside 19 other weapons of the US. Is the robotic army truly more magnificent than the other weapons? If so, when will it be launched? Let's get into it. Robotic Army. First on this list is the United States' supposed robotic army. Although it hasn't been proven yet, there have been talks about the US Army working on a new idea where robots and humans work together on the battlefield. These robots would do tasks that are too risky for humans, like going into dangerous buildings, providing medical help, or even carrying heavy equipment. Robots can be controlled from far away, which means soldiers don't have to put themselves in danger. This could save a lot of lives, as war is always very dangerous. While this might sound like something from a scary sci-fi movie where robots take over and cause chaos, that's not really what the army is trying to do. They don't want to make evil robots that attack everything in sight. Instead, they want to create robots that help soldiers in dangerous situations. We've already seen robots and artificial intelligence being used for things like cleaning homes, driving cars, and performing complex tasks. So it's not a huge leap to think that one day robots could be used in war too. If you think this is shocking, the next weapon on this list will definitely leave you stumped. The Patriot Advanced Capability 3. The Patriot Advanced Capability 3, also called PAC-3, is a very powerful system that helps protect against enemy attacks. It is like a shield that can stop dangerous things in the air, such as missiles and airplanes that might want to cause harm. This system is very smart and can see these threats from far away. One of the special things about PAC-3 is that it uses something called hit-to-kill technology. This means the PAC-3 missile doesn't just explode near the enemy missile or aircraft, it actually hits it directly. Imagine two objects colliding in the sky at high speed. This is what makes PAC-3 so good at stopping threats before they reach the ground. When the enemy missile is destroyed in the air, it cannot harm people or buildings. The PAC-3 system is important for the US military because it works with other defense systems. It's like being part of a big team. PAC-3 does its job by focusing on certain types of threats like ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and planes. It can be used on the battlefield or to protect cities and important areas. PAC-3 is part of a larger plan to make sure that people are safe from attacks, whether in the US or around the world. The PAC-3 system is constantly being improved to keep up with new types of threats. Its ability to work in different environments makes it a versatile tool for defense. Additionally, the system can be upgraded as new technologies emerge, ensuring that it remains effective against the most advanced enemy weapons. The PAC-3 is not only used by the US military, but also by allied countries, strengthening global defense networks. This collaboration makes the world safer by allowing multiple nations to work together to prevent potential attacks. The CVN-79. The CVN-79, which will be called the USS John F. Kennedy, is a huge ship that will join the US Navy's Pacific Fleet. It is almost finished and will be ready to go into the water soon. The CVN-79 is part of a special group of ships called the Gerald R. Ford-class aircraft carriers. These carriers are some of the biggest ships in the world, and they are powered by nuclear energy. This means they can stay in the ocean for a very long time without needing to stop and get more fuel. The US Navy is planning to build 10 of these big ships in the future. As older aircraft carriers stop working, the Navy will use these new Gerald R. Ford carriers instead. These ships are important because they carry airplanes that can take off and land in the middle of the ocean. This makes it easier for the US Navy to defend the country and help in emergencies anywhere around the world. One big change with the CVN-79 and the other Gerald R. Ford carriers is that they are designed to work with fewer people. In the past, the ships needed a lot of sailors to make everything work. Now, the Navy is using new technology to do some of the jobs that people used to do. This saves money and makes the ship run more smoothly. Even though the CVN-79 is smaller in terms of the number of people needed to run it, it is still very powerful. Hypersonic glide vehicles. Hypersonic glide vehicles, also known as HGVs, are a new kind of weapon that can travel very, very fast. When we say fast, we mean they can move at speeds over Mach 5. This means they are going at least 5 times faster than the speed of sound. What makes them even more special is that they do not just fly straight like regular missiles. Instead, they can move and change direction while they are flying, which makes them very hard to stop. These HGVs are being developed by the US because they can reach their targets very quickly and accurately. If there is something the military needs to hit, these vehicles can get there much faster than other weapons. This makes them a powerful tool in any kind of conflict because the enemy would have less time to react or stop them. They can carry a variety of things, like explosives, and hit the target with precision. One of the most important things about HGVs is how hard they are to defend against. Right now, many countries have missile defense systems. These systems are designed to stop regular missiles, but HGVs are much more difficult to intercept because of how fast they move and how they can change direction. The Boeing F15X. The Boeing F15X, also known as the F15EX, is a new and improved version of the older F-15 fighter jet. It was made to replace the older F-15C and F-15D models that were starting to get too old. The F-15EX has many new features to make it better for modern missions. It can carry more missiles, has advanced technology inside, and a radar that can detect enemies from far away. It was built to last longer than the older jets, which means it can fly for more years before needing to be replaced. The F-15EX comes in 2 versions, one that can be flown by a single pilot and another that has space for 2 people. The second person is called a Weapons Systems Officer, or a WSO, and they help the pilot with more complex missions. Sometimes pilots fly alone, but for harder jobs, having a second person can be very helpful. The jet is designed to be flexible, so it can handle a variety of different missions. In 2020, the U.S. Department of Defense ordered 8 F-15EX jets for $1.2 billion. The first F-15EX had its first flight in February 2021, and the first one was delivered to the Air Force in March 2021 for testing. They gave it the nickname Eagle II in April 2021. By 2022, they had ordered 144 F-15X jets. But the Air Force thought about cutting that number down to 80 because of budget concerns, but they still plan to buy more over the next few years. The AIM Amram. Next up, we have the AIM Amram, also known as the AIM 120 Advanced Medium-Range Air-to-Air Missile, or AMRAAM. AMRAAM is a powerful weapon used by air forces worldwide. It is made to destroy enemy aircraft from far away, even beyond what the pilot can see. This means that the pilot doesn't need to see the target to fire the missile. Instead, the missile uses its own technology to find and hit the enemy. This helps keep the pilot safe since they don't have to get too close to the enemy. But for the enemy, it is a very dangerous weapon. The missile has something called an active radar seeker. This helps it find and follow its target, even if the target is moving fast. The AMRAAM can track and attack more than one target at the same time, making it very effective in battles. The missile can be fired from different places, not just from fighter jets. It can also be launched from ships and even from the ground. This flexibility makes it useful in many different situations. Since the AMRAAM was first introduced, it has been upgraded several times. These upgrades have improved how far it can travel, how accurately it can hit its target, and how well it works against new threats. Countries in NATO and many U.S. allies use this missile because it has proven to be reliable and effective. The MGM-140. The MGM-140 Army Tactical Missile System is a special kind of missile system used by the United States Army. It is made for deep attacks and precise strikes against targets far away. The program for this missile system started in the mid-1980s, and the first version, called the MGM-140A, was first used in 1991 during the Gulf War. Since then, several different types of these missiles have been made, each with different abilities and ranges. These missiles can carry different types of warheads. They can have a big explosion that is very powerful, or they can use cluster munitions, which spread smaller bombs over a larger area. To find their targets accurately, they use a system that combines inertial navigation with GPS. This means they can tell where they are and where they need to go to hit the target. Depending on the type of missile, they can hit targets that are between 100 and 2.5 to 186.4 miles away. The MGM-140 is launched from two main systems, the M270 Multiple Launch Rocket System and the M142 High Mobility Artillery Rocket System. Both of these systems were used in Operation Desert Storm in 1991 and again in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. The company Lockheed Martin has worked hard to keep improving the MGM-140. They have made it capable of flying further, hitting targets more accurately, and carrying more advanced types of bombs. These upgrades help the missile blow up more things from a longer distance and with more powerful and terrifying explosions. The M270. The M270 is a powerful, self-propelled multiple rocket launcher system that is used by the armed forces of several countries. It is mounted on a tracked chassis, which means it can move over different types of land, like rough ground or mud. This ability allows it to be taken to many places to cause destruction. The launcher can hold up to 12 rockets at one time, which gives it the power to do a lot of damage. Each rocket can carry different types of warheads, like high explosive ones that make big explosions, cluster munitions that spread smaller bombs over a larger area, or tactical missiles for special jobs. One of the great things about the M270 is that it can fire its rockets one at a time or all at once in a rapid series. This means that it can unleash a lot of firepower against enemy targets, which is very helpful during battles. The M270 is often used for both attacking and defending. For example, it can suppress enemy positions, which means keeping them from shooting back, destroy strong buildings, or provide counter-battery fire against enemy artillery. This helps protect friendly forces. The M270 has been in service since the late 1980s and has seen action in many conflicts around the world. The M270 continues to be a vital asset on the modern battlefield due to its adaptability and firepower. Over the years, it has received numerous upgrades to improve its accuracy and range, making it even more lethal and precise. Additionally, the system can now be equipped with guided rockets, allowing for more targeted strikes. This versatility ensures that the M270 remains a key tool in both conventional warfare and modern military operations, providing crucial support for ground troops and enhancing overall combat effectiveness, the ACVR. Next up, we have the ACVR. The ACVR, which stands for Amphibious Combat Vehicle Recovery, is a special type of vehicle made for the military. It is a version of the ACV which is used for fighting and transporting troops. The ACVR was created to help other vehicles that are having problems. For example, it can tow broken vehicles, pull stuck ones out of tough spots, and perform basic repairs in the field. This makes it very important for military operations, especially when things go wrong. One of the best features of the ACVR is that it can work on both land and water. This means it can easily switch between driving on the ground and floating in the water. The ability to operate in different environments allows it to join in on amphibious assaults, which are attacks from the sea to land. The ACVR is designed to handle tough situations, just like the regular ACV. The ACVR is also equipped with special tools and equipment for recovery. To operate an ACVR, there needs to be a team of skilled people, including drivers, mechanics, and recovery specialists. These trained professionals know how to fix and recover vehicles. For now, this important job still requires real people, not robots, to make sure everything works well in the field. The Zumwalt class destroyer. The Zumwalt class destroyer is a new kind of warship for the Navy. It looks very different from older ships because it has an angular design. This special shape helps to hide the ship from radar. Radar is what other ships and planes use to find and track objects in the water or in the sky. Because the Zumwalt class destroyer has a low radar signature, it is harder for enemies to see it, which helps keep it and its crew safer. This warship is not just good at hiding, it is also very powerful. It has advanced radar systems that allow it to detect other ships and threats in the area. The Zumwalt class destroyer is built to do many important jobs. It can attack enemy ships on the surface of the water. It can also protect itself and other ships from enemy aircraft that fly above. Additionally, it is equipped to fight against submarines, which are difficult to spot underwater. One of the exciting things about the Zumwalt-class destroyer is that it may use new technology in the future. This could include railguns, which are weapons that use electricity to fire projectiles at very high speeds. It might also use laser systems, which can shoot down drones or other flying threats with beams of light. The M88A3 Hercules. The M88A3 Hercules is a large and powerful vehicle used by the U.S. Army and Marine Corps. Its main job is to rescue and repair heavy vehicles like tanks that get damaged or stuck during battles. When a tank is in trouble, the M88A3 comes to the rescue. It has special tools like a winch and a hoist. These tools help pull out vehicles that are stuck or lift heavy parts to fix them. This vehicle is designed with a very strong engine that gives it the power to move heavy loads. It also has an extended suspension and an extra axle. This means it can stay stable even when carrying very heavy weights. For example, it can recover tanks like the M1 Abrams, which weighs over 70 tons. That is a lot of weight, and the M88A3 can handle it with ease. The M88A3 is very important in the battlefield. If a tank gets damaged, it needs to be fixed quickly to keep fighting. The M88A3 is truly a handy piece of equipment for the military, helping to keep operations running smoothly even when the going gets tough. The Conventional Prompt Strike. The Conventional Prompt Strike, or CPS, is a new idea being worked on by the United States Department of Defense. It was once called Prompt Global Strike, or PGS. The main purpose of this weapon is to allow the U.S. military to hit important targets very quickly, almost anywhere in the world. The goal is to be able to strike in less than an hour with great accuracy. This ability is both amazing and scary because it means that if a target is a threat, it can be taken out quickly with little warning. This capability has made other countries very concerned and is making them think about creating their own weapons like this. The CPS uses advanced weapons called hypersonic weapons. These weapons can move at very high speeds and can change direction quickly. This helps them reach their targets much faster and makes it hard for enemies to stop them. The idea is that this quick ability to strike can scare off other countries from doing anything aggressive. This is called a deterrent. However, having such powerful weapons often leads to an arms race, where other countries feel they need to develop similar capabilities to keep up. Right now, the CPS is still being developed. It has not yet reached all the necessary technological and strategic steps to be fully operational. This means that while the idea is promising, it is still a work in progress. The AGM-158 JASSM. The AGM-158 Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, or JASSM, is a special kind of missile made to be flexible and powerful. It can be launched from bombers or fighter jets, allowing it to hit important targets while keeping the aircraft and its crew safe. This is really important in modern warfare. The JASSM can strike targets with great accuracy from a distance, which means it can take out high-value targets like enemy air defense systems, command centers, or critical buildings without putting pilots in danger. The missile has advanced guidance systems, including inertial navigation and GPS. This helps it find its way to the target very accurately. It can also receive updates from other aircraft or ground command centers, which helps it adjust its path if necessary. This is really useful on the battlefield where conditions can change quickly. The JASSM has a stealthy design, making it hard for enemy air defenses to see and track it. This increases the chances that the missile will succeed in its mission. The General Atomics Mojave. The General Atomics Mojave is an unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, which many people call a drone. This drone was initially meant to take off and land in tight spaces, allowing it to go where other aircraft cannot. However, that idea turned out to be impractical. Instead, the designers decided it would only need a short runway for takeoff and landing. This means it can fly from places that are not very big. But this design limits how much weight it can carry. The Mojave has been in development by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems since around 2018 or 2019. Many details about this drone are still secret, so not all information is available. It looks somewhat like the MQ-9 Reaper, another well-known UAV made for the United States Air Force. The Reaper is designed to do both surveillance and combat missions, and it can be controlled remotely or fly by itself. The LGM-30 Minuteman. The LGM-30 Minuteman is a powerful weapon that plays an important role in keeping a country safe. When people hear the name Minuteman, they often think of someone who is fast and reliable. In this case, it refers to an intercontinental ballistic missile system, or ICBM, that is designed to protect the United States from attacks. These missiles are so crucial to national defense that they are linked directly to the President and the Secretary of Defense, allowing for quick communication with the launch crews if an emergency arises. The Minuteman missile system was first developed in the late 1950s. The very first missile was put into use in the early 1960s. Since then, the Minuteman has gone through many upgrades and changes. These improvements have led to newer versions of the missile that are more effective and reliable. Today, the Minuteman force consists of around 500 Minuteman III missiles. These missiles are spread across several different Air Force bases throughout the country. This setup ensures that if there is ever a need to launch a missile, the United States can respond quickly. The Minuteman is known for its speed and accuracy, making it a key part of the country's defense strategy. The ability to launch missiles in a short amount of time is essential in the event of an attack. The FIM-92 Stinger. Next up, the FIM-92 Stinger is a small but powerful missile system that is designed to be used by individual soldiers or small groups. This portability means that soldiers can quickly carry it into battle and use it whenever needed. The Stinger is special because it is a surface-to-air missile, which means it can target and hit things in the air, like enemy planes or helicopters. This makes it very useful in many different combat situations. The Stinger missile works by seeking heat. It can detect the warmth coming from an aircraft's engines, which helps it lock onto its target. This heat-seeking ability allows the Stinger to effectively target low-flying aircraft, which may try to avoid being seen by radar. With a range of about 7 kilometers, it can hit targets that are not too far away. The missile is launched from a shoulder-fired tube, making it easy for a soldier to carry and use in the field. Once the soldier fires the Stinger, the missile speeds up quickly to supersonic speeds, meaning it goes faster than the speed of sound. After it is launched, the Stinger uses its special seeker system to guide itself to the target. This self-guiding feature is what makes the Stinger so effective and dangerous. The SM6 Interceptor. Next is one of the most dangerous missiles in the United States. The Standard Missile 6 Interceptor, also known as SM6 Interceptor missile, is a very advanced weapon that the Navy uses to protect against different types of threats from the air. It is a special missile that can hit both enemy aircraft and incoming missiles. This makes it a key part of defense for naval forces. The SM6 is designed to work well at many different ranges and altitudes. This means it can engage targets that are far away or high up in the sky. To find and track its targets, the SM6 uses a smart system called active radar homing. This technology allows the missile to aim at multiple threats all at once, without needing constant direction from the ship that launched it. Once it is fired, the SM6 can guide itself to the target, making it very effective in combat situations. Another great feature of the SM6 is its long-range capability. It can reach targets that are quite far away. Not only can it defend against air threats, but it can also be used to attack surface targets. This means that it can help take out enemy ships or other land targets if needed. The SM6 missile is launched from vertical launch systems that are found on naval ships like cruisers and destroyers. This setup allows for quick and flexible deployment, meaning the missile can be fired quickly when a threat is detected. The USS New Jersey. The USS New Jersey, also known as SSN 796, is a new submarine in the U.S. Navy. This submarine is part of the Virginia class, which is a new type of attack submarine designed to replace older models. As the U.S. Navy starts to retire its large Ohio-class submarines, the Virginia-class submarines will fill the gap in undersea power. The USS New Jersey is part of a modern fleet that can perform many important tasks. One of the best features of the Virginia-class submarines is their quietness. They are built with special systems that make them very hard to detect. This stealth capability is very important for submarines, as it allows them to operate in enemy waters without being seen or heard. The USS New Jersey is armed with new weapons and advanced sonar systems that make it one of the most capable submarines in the world. While a lot of information about the USS New Jersey is kept secret, some details have been shared with the public. The Virginia-class submarines are designed to be the quietest ever made. They use new technologies to reduce noise, including special designs for the hull. This quiet design allows the submarines to carry out secret missions, such as gathering information or transporting troops to specific locations. The CH47 Chinook. The CH47 Chinook helicopter is a big, strong machine made to meet the needs of the modern Army. It is built to do many different jobs in war. The helicopter can observe the battlefield, deliver supplies, transport soldiers, and even carry weapons when needed. This makes the Chinook a very useful aircraft. Its main job is to transport heavy loads by air, which helps it reach places that other vehicles cannot easily access. During the Vietnam War, the Chinook was known for having the fewest accidents compared to other U.S. Army aircraft. It played a crucial role in keeping supply routes open in the challenging jungle terrain. The helicopter's design allows for easy entry and exit through a low ramp at the back. This ramp lets soldiers and cargo load and unload quickly, which is very important during missions. The Chinook can carry up to 75 people or various vehicles, making it highly versatile. One of the great features of the Chinook is that it is designed to be repaired in the field. The creators made it so that a standard mechanic's toolkit is usually all that is needed to fix it. This is very useful in combat situations where quick repairs can mean the difference between success and failure. Today, the CH47 Chinook is still considered one of the best heavy lift helicopters, the Tomahawk land attack missile. Finally, we have the Tomahawk land attack missile, also known as the TLAM. The Tomahawk is a very big and very powerful missile. It is designed to travel long distances and fly just above the ground. This missile can be used in any weather, which makes it very useful. The United States Navy and the Royal Navy mostly use it for attacks on land from their ships and submarines. The Tomahawk has been around since the 1970s, when it was created to meet the need for a missile that could travel medium to long distances while flying low. The Tomahawk can carry many different types of warheads, which are the parts of the missile that explode. These warheads can include high explosives, submunitions, and even bunker-busting types, which are designed to destroy underground targets. Guiding the Tomahawk to its target is also very advanced. It can use several guidance systems, including terrain contour matching, inertial navigation, and GPS. So which of these weapons do you think is the US's most advanced? Do you believe the rumors about the Robot Army are true? Let us know in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.